we have officially started our... We haven't even started, and this is Sveta 2.0, just wants to nap already.
I don't understand. It tastes so good.
Don't understand. But before we do any trip, we have to get Starbucks.
Starbies.
Not necessarily Starbucks. I feel like we get coffee, just in general.
Just a drinky drink, you know?
Yeah.
A drinkity drink.
Yeah. Yeah. What was that? Thank you. What? Do you want?
No.
Okay, no, thank you. You do.
I thought it was supposed to come. I thought it was supposed to be black with like.
I thought
cream
so
on top.
too.
They literally blended it in.
How do you feel about your...
I wanted the option to blend it myself.
Sorry, you were saying?
I wanted the option to blend my cold brew myself.
Because right now it looks like diarrhea.
And it tasted like I expected. I like when it was sweet in the beginning, you know?
I like it better. Better like our lives.
I like them smooth and black.
We need to turn this off now.
My last name. Oh.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Where are you going?
Check in. This used to be a schoolhouse.
Really?
Yes, let me see.
Oh, it's math. Oh. Is that bathrooms? Oh, mountain. So that's what... How cute. Okay. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, hey, hello. Hey, I'm so good. There's hi. There's. I'm so gonna sleep here. Legit. Legit.
I know I'm too hot for inside. I'm just looking at
Yeah, yeah. Hi. You guys are already claiming that. I was like, yes.
Where are you guys at?
I am Miss Ivy. You are. Aw, it's so cute. It's like for friends.
Right? The bed is smaller than I thought. But it's
Aw, there's robes. There's a blankie. How cute. And then you get to look out to a beautiful town, wherever it is. And there's a hammock.
okay. I already know. Yeah,
Wait, can we videotape in there? Can we videotape in there?
I don't know.
Okay.
Outdoors is like a sauna. There's a no, sorry. There's like a sauna right in this corner.
This is the Breakfast Club. This is where the cool kids eat.
You're welcome. I have to pray. Okay.
And look cute. This bathroom is. This is a shared bathroom.
Dad, can I sit with you? Ah. This tastes like toothpaste mint.
Actually, it tastes like mint.
Like toothpaste mint. Actually, look, I can never predict these things. Like, they look very dry. When I taste it, Maria's like, it's gonna be good. I'm like, no. She's like, yes. And she's usually always right.
Maria has the eye for it.
Mm-hmm. But it's actually really good. I love cardamom. I love cardamom because it's not like overly sweet.
Yeah.
It's nice and soft on the inside. So I'm going to the second session. The first one was Ephesians 1st, about that God is blessed. He's a blessing. It was like a really good points made how God is a blessing within himself, and he blesses us. Like, he's blessed, period, you know. And also she made a good point about that God chose us, and like made a remark about predestination along with us choosing God, and he chose us. It's like a really interesting comparison. So I'm really excited about what the second part is going to be about.
This letter, we see these prayers that just kind of pour out of him throughout this epistle. He breaks out into these glorious eternal truths and these beautiful prayers, and it wasn't an afterthought. Paul, he got on his knees to intercede for these Gentile believers, and he knew what he longed for them to experience could only be accomplished through prayer. And while there was not a particularly pressing issue per se, that he's addressing in this letter specifically, like in other epistles. But these believers, they were Gentiles. We know from the text that they were struggling with their identity.
Maria, how are you liking your food? Are you glad you ordered it? after eating the pizza, you have to take a hike up the mountain, but it's such a pretty view. Look at that. I feel like we're back in Europe because we used to walk everywhere. And plus the area just reminds me of like European places. And this is basically our, gosh, I'm more out of breath than I thought I'd be. This is our hotel. That's the bunk beds area. And that's the cabin area. Behind the cabin, there's pool and spa. There's Hispanic music playing somewhere over there. And it's like such a nostalgic feeling from my LA home back when we used to live in LA. Kind of cool. I feel like such a rebel being up past 9 o'clock. It is, Lydia. Come on in, the water's fine. I was just saying that I feel
Welcome to the Post Hotel. Welcome.
I feel like such a rebel being up past 9 o'clock.
Oh my gosh.
So today's the last day. I had so much fun here, but on the last day we have to be at the best bakery ever, and with the view that we have beyond that wall, the mountain, I'm gonna show you guys in a little bit. It's so amazing, but I'm grateful for this weekend. This is why we come back. This is why Maria came back and Liana. Seriously. Welcome, sister. I would like for us to share what we've learned.
So awkward.
Tonight we have special guest, one of a kind, a legend. Maria, what are your thoughts on the retreat? What were your favorite points?
Retreat? I took a lot of really good naps.
That's true. The hammocks were
So
really
what
comfortable.
retreat? Kidding.
Do you remember the speaker?
Yeah, she was gorgeous.
Blair.
Lynn.
Yes, she was really. The way she spoke was really like.
I'm sorry, I can't. You can stare at me at the window. Sandy! He's eating something. I feel so bad.
What were your, like, something that I remembered the first day really stuck with me? Because there was a lot of information, and like, I wish I took more naps in order to process everything. I really liked that there was discussion groups right afterwards. But, like, some of the things that I remembered, it was over Ephesians, 1 through 5? I think the whole retreat. We took notes, guys, I swear. But one thing that I remembered was that something that shocked me was, I know God is blessed and that he's a blessing, but like the way she put the points out there is like, God is blessed, so he's blessing us.
Yeah.
That was really and the authoritative father figure he is, like,
Yeah.
it's amazing how much that could affect our relationship with God, how we view our earthly fathers.
Yeah. For myself, I just realized I have to learn how to rest in who God is. And I need to spend more time with him figuring out who he is versus who I created him in my mind to be, so that I can rest in who he actually is. Okay, so the recording is.
That's
And to see him more as a father who loves to give good gifts to his children versus like naturally I see him as a disciplinarian who's like always gonna send hard things my way to like teach me lessons or whatnot. So yeah, for me, I'm like, I need to really get to know who he is as a person so that I can trust that and rest in that. You know?
Here's our background while we're doing this.
Sammy. Literally spacing out. Love you.
Well, that's it for this week. Stay tuned next week. I broke the barrier and they're throwing me a party. I want out loud. I want skydiving clowns. I want hot air balloon. I want those jumping kids, jumping house. I want a pony. I want skydivers riding in the sky. I mean, the whole shenanigans.